This is Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motor news and features TV and online magazine. I'm Wee Gamboa.
And I'm Tin Gamboa. Here are this week's features to watch out for.
On Motoring Forum, we shall take a look at how many cars are on the streets of Metro Manila. Our road safety reminder on the Young Street Smarts portion centers on the proper way of crossing a street between parked vehicles. This week's Paeng Chuper shall be the importance of following the rule on the yellow box. Showcase this week shall have a compact SUV from GAC, the MQ GL. While for race weekend, we shall have the highlights of the Kagitingan Rally of Capas.
All these plus the latest news in transportation and traffic management, as well as developments in the automotive industry, are in this episode of Motoring Today. Join us.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Here now are the latest news and developments in the country's transportation and traffic management. Everyone knows that vanity can be expensive, even with license plates. Can you afford 35,000 pesos for a vanity plate? Hurry or you'll be missing out on your preferred combinations. Still want your nickname or initials on the license plate of your car? Or have numbers that have special meaning for you? 2- or 3-digit special number combinations have run out, according to the Land Transportation Office. In Memorandum Circular VDM-2024-2614, the LTO said it has used up all possible 2- or 3-number combinations for special license plates. What are still available to those who want special license plates? Any 3 alpha combination plus quadruple numeric except for 0000. Any 3 alpha combination plus any 4 numeric combination which are not yet issued as series. The special plates will still cost 35,000 pesos plus the applicable fees and charges for registration of vehicles. Your initials plus 8888 may still be available, so get ahead of the line. Meanwhile, delays in major infrastructure projects almost always are caused by right-of-way problems. The Bulacan portion of the MRT-7 may suffer because of this. The DOTR appears resigned to seeing the MRT-7 begin operations by the end of 2025 without the Bulacan stations included. DOTR Secretary Jaime J. Bautista has told a news forum that the Bulacan part of MRT-7 is not expected to be completed by 2025 because of right-of-way issues with building owners opposing the project. But the DOTR is hoping to operate the MRT-7 at least from the first station in North Avenue to the 12th station in Quirino or Lagro Station in Quezon City. When fully completed, the 22-kilometer MRT-7 will have 14 stations with 2 in Bulacan, 1 in Tala, and another one in San Jose del Monte. Bautista said that the DOTR has been meeting with local officials of San Jose del Monte to resolve the right-of-way issues hampering the full completion of the MRT-7. However, he admitted that they are not in a hurry to complete the Bulacan segments of the MRT-7, expecting these to be completed and operated by 2027 and 2028. The MRT-7 has been delayed long enough. Perhaps the interests of long-suffering commuters should be given as much consideration as that given to local businessmen and traders of Bulacan opposing the MRT-7 project. Continuing, if authorities haven't moved the deadline again, e-bike and e-trike users should find themselves being apprehended, penalized, and having their vehicles impounded for going on major thoroughfares of Metro Manila.
It has been moved back a number of times. The day when the MMDA and the traffic enforcers of local government units they deputize should begin to apprehend and penalize e-trikes, e-bikes, as well as tricycles, pedicabs, pushcarts, and kuligligs on major thoroughfares of Metro Manila. The most recent date set for strict implementation of the ban was May 27. Citing road safety as the main issue, the MMDA has decided to prohibit e-trikes and e-bikes and similar vehicles on national, circumferential, and radial roads in Metro Manila. The banned vehicles should no longer be used on Recto Avenue, President Quirino Avenue, Araneta Avenue, EDSA, Katipunan and CP Garcia Avenue, Southeast Metro Manila Expressway or C6, Ross Boulevard, Taft Avenue, Osmeña Highway, Shaw Boulevard, Ortigas Avenue, Magsaysay Boulevard, Aurora Boulevard, Quezon Avenue, Commonwealth Avenue, A. Bonifacio Avenue, Rizal Avenue, Del Pan, Marcos Highway or Mel Lopez Boulevard, MacArthur Highway or R10, Elliptical Road, Mindanao Avenue, and Marcos Highway. The ban was supposed to start in the first week of May, but the President directed the MMDA for a free grace period until May 18 to give time for people to know about the ban and the hefty penalties, including the 2,500 peso fine. During the grace period, which was soon extended, violators would be apprehended but not ticketed or fined.
Are violators being ticketed now? We really can't be sure until we see video footage of the ban being finally implemented. Or maybe another grace period has been ordered. And finally, unsolicited or solicited, that is the question that the DOTR must answer with regard to what's next for the EDSA busway.
The Public-Private Partnership Center is asking the Department of Transportation to decide with finality on how to go about the privatization of the EDSA busway. In news reports, PPP Center Deputy Executive Director Jeffrey Manalo said the DOTR needs to decide on whether to conduct an open bidding for the operations and maintenance of the EDSA busway. This is because the PPP is reported to be wrapping up a feasibility study on the unsolicited proposal from the Megawide Construction Corporation to take over the EDSA busway. The DOTR had earlier asked the PPP Center to provide project preparation and transaction advisory services with the aim of submitting a feasibility study on the Megawide proposal by mid-year. However, there are indications that the DOTR is thinking about bidding out the contract to privatize operations on the EDSA busway. If the DOTR decides on privatizing the operation and maintenance of the EDSA busway through an open bid, then it must direct the PPP to stop the ongoing study on the Megawide proposal and reimburse the expenses already incurred.
The DOTR should be more decisive on how to privatize the EDSA busway. Why involve the PPP Center to study the unsolicited Megawide proposal if still unsure on whether an open bid is better? And those are the latest news and developments in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. E-trikes were banned on identified major thoroughfares of Metro Manila beginning April 15. But many don't expect that debates and discussions over the whys, wherefores, and whether this is the right thing to do will end. Motoring Forum discusses many of these festering issues. Metro Manila has been recorded as having the slowest average motor vehicle travel time among major urban centers in the world. According to a study conducted by TomTom, a Dutch navigation and digital mapping group, it takes an average of 25 minutes and 30 seconds to drive a vehicle 10 kilometers in the metro area around Manila. That's the average, but almost daily, social media posts of motorists complaining of taking more than an hour to go even just 2 kilometers. And more often than not,
Comments reacting to the posts rue the fact that there are just too many vehicles on metro streets. But is it truly a fact? Let's take a look at the numbers in the Metropolitan Manila Annual Average Daily Traffic 2023 report issued by the MMDA. Every year, the MMDA reports on the average number of vehicles, cars, PUJs, UVs, taxis, PUBs, trucks, trailers, motorcycles, and tricycles recorded on the circumferential and radial roads in Metro Manila. According to the AADT report for 2023, an average of 3,634,233 vehicles filled the circumferential and radial roads in Metro Manila. Commonwealth Avenue in Quezon had the most number of daily traffic with 407,988, followed closely by EDSA with 400,342. Quezon Avenue is third with 312,486. In 2023, motorcycles topped the list of vehicles recorded daily on major thoroughfares at 1,674,646. Cars came a close second at 1,566,322. It is interesting to note that on average, only 95,659 PUVs are daily on circumferential and radial roads, 106,233 taxis, 21,107 PUBs, 28,345 and 33,397 tricycles, or a total of 284,741 of what can be considered public transport vehicles. This can buttress the argument of transport groups that the main culprits of traffic congestion in Metro Manila are private cars. The rather disproportionate ratio of private cars to public transport vehicles can also be used to decry the woeful lack of public transport in Metro Manila. Perhaps that motorcycles make up the largest number of vehicles daily on the streets can also be attributed to the lack of public transport. People are resorting to motorcycles, much more affordable than cars, for private transport. Now let's compare the 2023 numbers to those of 10 years ago. According to the MMDA AADT summary report for 2013, on average, 2,535,078 were recorded daily on circumferential and radial roads of Metro Manila in 2013. Of the total, 1,739,180 were cars, 193,221 were PUJs, 36,551 were PUVs, 89,740 were trucks, 19,905 were trailers, 433,340 were motorcycles, and 23,141 were tricycles. Quick notable is the near threefold increase in the number of motorcycles daily on the road from 2013 to 2023, while the numbers of cars decreased by nearly 10%. It must be said that though the decrease can be explained by the MMDA placing taxis, presumably most of them cars, into its own separate category by 2023. Also notable is the decrease in the number of PUJs on the road, more than half from 2013 to 2023. The number of PUBs also decreased by around 22%, although UVs, not yet a category in 2013, can be included as public transport in 2023. All this comparison of numbers still indicates that people in Metro Manila aspire to own cars for private transport, that motorcycles, being quite affordable, have become the popular option for private transport. All indications point to people continuing to buy more cars and motorcycles, adding to the number of vehicles congesting Metro Manila streets daily. The congestion experienced every day makes it difficult to deny that the circumferential and radial roads of Metro Manila have reached or even surpassed design capacity. Even the many elevated tollways built to make it faster to travel within the metro are also experiencing congestion. In just a decade, more than 1 million vehicles have been added to the average number of vehicles crowding the main thoroughfares of Metro Manila, and it's just too many. Perhaps advocates for sustainable and inclusive mobility such as Move as One Coalition and Out Mobility PH can also address the main issues brought by the ban for major thoroughfares is the ill discipline of those who use them, or their ignorance or just refusal to obey basic road traffic regulations. That's our Motoring Forum this week, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.
Kailangan ng maaasahan, kailangan ng matibay, pang matagalan kasama mo sa pag-unlad ng negosyo. Modernong disenyo, kaya-kaya ang kargo mo ng tatak na ito. Isuzu Travis, level up with
Welcome to Motoring Today's Young Street Smart segment. Smart also means safe. And here is a road safety reminder from Toyota Motor Philippines. If you're going to cross a street between parked vehicles, it's always better and safer kung titingin ka muna sa kaliwa at kanan bago tuluyang tumawid. Minsan ay nakaharang sa paningin ang mga nakapara at maaari kang masagasaan ng paparating na sasakyan kung basta-basta ka lang tatawid. Always ensure your safety first before taking any action while on the road. Continuing with this week's edition of Motoring Today, let's now focus on proper driver's demeanor, especially for those driving PUVs. Here's Payeng Choper this week.
Payeng Choper lang kaibigan, ako si Alan, isang kapwa nyo Choper. Ito'y isang paalala na huwag huminto sa loob ng yellow box.
Ang mga yellow box na matatagpuan sa intersections ay dapat palaging bakante kahit pa naka-green ang traffic light. Kapag nakahinto ang kabilang bandang intersection, mas mabuting maghintay ng tamang pagkakataon bago lumampas sa yellow box.
Tandaan, sumunod sa yellow box rule upang maging maayos ang ating takbo sa kalsada. Ito po si Jose Alan Mendoza, Payeng Choper lang kaibigan, mula sa isang kapwa nyo Choper.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. World of Motorsports is next.
In motorsports news, Richard Gallardo was back on pace in the third leg of the 2024 Race Motorsports Club National Slalom Series held at the Parang Playground in Marikina. Reprising his performance in the second leg, Gallardo again set the overall best and production front wheel best time of day. Reigning Slalom King Pauwi Base of PMMS Rennsport Racing again ended up second in both overall and front wheel categories. Third quickest around the slalom course at the Parang Playground was Joseph Ortega of Ponga Racing, setting a time that topped the rear wheel production category. Rounding out the top 5 overall were Rod Shang of Sato Racing Team in 4th and Kiel Rafanan in 5th. Kiel Rafanan was quickest among novices, Paulo Macaraig was 2nd, Christine Torres was 3rd. The slalom continues on May 5 at Robinson Star Mills, Pampanga.
More in the world of motorsports here on Motoring Today, as we now give you Race Weekend. A previous race weekend brought us highlights of the ceremonial takeoff of the Kagitingan Rally of Capas. This race weekend takes us to the dirt roads of Capas for highlights of the 11-stage 50-kilometer Rally of Capas.
It is always the adventure and the journey, not the win in the rally.
This part of 2024 Kagitingan Rally was really exciting.
The stages were quite challenging. We had 15 cars. And I can see the rate of attrition seems to be rather high. So each of them have been pushing hard.
All you heard was rumbling coming up from the basement. Ain't nothing erasing the legacy I'm creating. I just elevated the name, then I engraved it. Yeah, this a lift off energy. Got a date with destiny, and she feeling my chemistry. Manifestation.
farm at New Clark City, and I think this is the perfect venue for your rally series because we have a lot of area to cover. We can make a lot of special stages just inside the perimeter of the New Clark City. This is huge, and the road networks are really perfect for rally.
I know this the moment you've been waiting on. In the wake and in the main.
Rally is still, for me, the best to experience it is through navigating, being a co-driver. The navigator will be doon to orchestrate the whole thing.
Sobrang init, mula umaga hanggang papahapon. Pero enjoy pa rin kami. Kumakain kami na alikabok, pero masaya pa rin.
So yeah, I like the pressure today, and looking forward to the next rallies.
It is a clear manifestation that rallying in the Philippines has now returned. I can see a lot of smiling faces. If they're happy, I'm happy.
So I am calling on everybody who wants to try out rallying, get in touch with the organizers who can easily get in touch with me or the other competitors. Everybody will be more than happy to help.
I can sense the competition side is happy and pleased with the organization that you came up with. I'm looking forward to round 2.
Organizers of the Philippine Rallycross Series led by Olson Camacho and Ronnie, together with the AAP, should be commended for continuing to promote the sport of rallycross and rallying in the country. And their efforts are paying off with the successful holding of more rallies and drawing more participants. And that's this week's World of Motorsports. We'll be back after this short break. Our Car of the Week is next on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. The crossover segment continues to grow even more crowded with every year and with every launch of new models and new brands. It's getting tougher to stand out in the crowd of crossovers. This showcase checks out the GAC MQ GL.
GAC Motor has among the snazzier and edgy-looking sedans, SUV crossovers, and MPV vans in the local market. This is especially true with the GAC MQ, an ultra-modern 5-seater compact SUV crossover that excited a lot of visitors at last year's Manila International Auto Show, where it was formally unveiled. At the MIAS, GAC Motors Philippines showcased the first 2 variants of the MQ to be made available locally, the 1.5T Plus 7 WDCT GE and the GL. Finally seen in the metal locally, the GAC MQ, all 4,680mm by 1,901mm by 1,670mm of it, looked as exciting and dynamic as in the pics and videos that car aficionados have been checking out on the net and YouTube. The compact SUV crossover from GAC Motors has been making waves globally with its edgy and modernistic design. And if you like standing out from the crowd, if you like edgy and futuristic, then you'll love the MKOO with a fascia that looks like no other on the road these days. GAC describes the fascia as having the front grille with rhythmic light effect. The grille is particularly unique with its 12 bars in a V shape and decorated with titanium tungsten alloy strips. GAC complemented the modern and futuristic MKOO with latest and advanced exterior features, especially in the MKOO 1.5T plus 7WDCT GL. The LED automatic headlights are narrow and angular and come with intelligent high beam control system, height adjustment, alarm for headlights on, and follow me home function. Framing the corners of headlights are sharp LED daytime running lights. The heated side mirrors power adjust and auto fold when you lock the doors upon leaving the vehicle. A very cool feature of the GAC MKOO are the electric hidden door handles, adding to the futuristic look of the MKOO profile and silhouette. The V and angular design motif is carried over into the rear, which is highlighted by what GAC describes as mecha-style spoiler that leads to the roof rails. GAC describes the taillight design as lightsaber-inspired, arranged vertically and featuring 126 embedded LEDs. They also come with music sync function. The induction electric tailgate on the MKOO GL allows for hands-free opening and closing of the tailgate. The 19-inch alloy rims also look great, especially with the 55 series tires. The modern and futuristic theme is carried over into the expansive interior of the MKOO, which is among the widest in the compact SUV crossover segment. This is highlighted by the twin tablet-like displays for the instrument cluster and infotainment system. In front of the driver is a 7-inch LCD multi-information display. Looming large in the center of the dash is the 10.1-inch multifunctional touchscreen. The infotainment system comes with CarPlay and Android phone screen mirroring, Bluetooth, speed-based volume adjustment, and 6 speakers. Type-C and Type-A USB ports are also available. The seats in the MKOO GL are upholstered in posh leatherette material. The driver's seat power adjusts 6 ways. The front passenger seat manually adjusts 4 ways. Both are also ventilated. The backrest folds flat to add even more space for luggage and other cargo items. The engine start-stop button is conveniently placed on the center console, along with the hazard lights and the electronic parking brake button. Also adding a cool modern vibe is the gear shift lever with a crystal motif. Other comfort and convenience features include automatic air conditioning that comes with second-row vents and complemented by an air quality sensor in the GL, power doors and windows, and keyless start system. Comfortable and convenient can also describe the experience of driving the MKOO. The ventilated driver's seat feels cushy and can be electronically adjusted to complement the tiltable, telescopic, and multifunction steering wheel to get the most comfortable driving position. Powering the MKOO 1.5T plus 7WDCT GL is a 177 horsepower turbocharged 1497cc gasoline engine that also generates a hefty 270 Nm of torque. This is mated to a 7-speed wet dual-clutch transmission system, transmitting all that power and torque to the front wheels. The suspension system is your basic front McPherson struts and a multi-link system in the rear. The brake system features discs on all 4 wheels. GAC Motor has crammed the MKOO with new driver assist and safety technologies. The GL is equipped with rear parking sensors, surround view camera system to make parking easier. Adaptive cruise control with integrated cruise assist makes it safe and very convenient in keeping to speed limits on expressways. Also quite helpful in this respect are lane keep assist with lane departure warning and traffic sign recognition system. To help prevent accidents or minimize effects of an accident, the GL is outfitted with automatic emergency braking vulnerable road users protection, forward collision warning. The MKOO GL also features hill start hold control, hill descent control, and electronic stability program. Adding to convenience is the electronic parking brake with auto hold and tire pressure monitoring system. Occupants in the MKOO GL are kept safer by dual front, side, and curtain airbags, front row seat belts with free tensioner and force limiters with unfastened reminders, second row seat belts with reminders, electronic child lock, ISOFIX child safety anchors.
The GAC MKOO GL can be said to stand out in some aspects in comparison to its competitors. But ultimately, it's up to the buyer to decide if the MQ stands out enough to deserve getting the reservation and down payment at the dealership. That's our featured vehicle in this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
If you're having problems sa cars, if there's any problems, especially with the paint, if you wanted to have the paint corrected, just let us know, just give us a call, drop by our shop so we could assess para we could show you and give you yung gagawin natin sa cars nyo, especially for the paint job. So we could detail the car and probably put ceramic coating on it. Our shop also offers ceramic coating, interior, exterior, engine, and glass detailing. We also offer premium car wash. We also do paint job, certain panels na kailangan natin i-repaint. So we also do that. We also do a wash over paint also for cars. So,
Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry takes center stage.
Chinese automaker Dongfeng is looking to make an even bigger splash in the local market with a launch of an expanded lineup of pickup trucks, crossovers, SUVs, and MPVs. Under the stewardship of Legado Motors, Dongfeng Motor Philippines unveiled a revitalized local lineup of utility and lifestyle vehicles that includes the Aeolus Huge, the Forthing Friday, Nanobox, the Rich 7, the Nami, the Forthing U Tour, the M Hero, and the Aeolus Mage. During the festive launch, Dongfeng Motor Philippines also introduced its new managing director, industry veteran Albert Arcilla.
I joined the team of Legado Motors and I'm very happy that they received me and accepted me, and here we are in our first month. We are already introducing 4 new models from their existing 3 models, and it's a very exciting lineup. What we're very excited about Dongfeng Motors is that we will have a vehicle in every kind that is the market wants. So we have hybrid vehicles, we have electric vehicles, we have a diesel pickup, and we also have an ICE MPV. So if you will look later, we have the very exciting, which I am excited, is the U-Tour, because it's an MPV and it's a 7-seater ICE engine, which I feel is a very Filipino vehicle for us. And of course, we also have the diesel pickup, which we all know is also a very popular segment. So I'm very excited with those 2 segments, and I'm sure with the features that we have presented tonight, you will enjoy, the market will enjoy looking at our cars. And more importantly, it's going to be very affordable, so we're going to be very excited to present the cars to them.
A friend to many in the industry, Arcilla is looking to make the brand a friend to Filipino car buyers.
Something that we really want the market to realize is that Dongfeng is your friend on the road. We want our clients to know that we are here for them and that their cars are there for them as well. So when you drive a Dongfeng, you are driving a car, you are driving your friend.
Select members of media were invited to test drive the entire lineup of BMW electric vehicles now available for sale in the country. Called the BMW Electric Vehicle Driving Experience, the event allowed members of media to experience the capabilities of BMW's full electric vehicles on a drive up to Tagaytay.
Here today we have our select friends from the media to try out our fully electric vehicle lineup. So we have the i4 eDrive 35, we have the i4 M50, the i5 eDrive 40, the i7 xDrive 60, the iX xDrive 40, and lastly the iX3 M Sport. One of the reasons why we chose Tagaytay was because it's not that far out from the metro, and we know that Tagaytay is definitely a destination for everyone. So given the not so long drive, it gives our friends the ability to choose whether to go fast or to take the slower route, as they would say. They can really test how the electric vehicles perform in the various types of roads getting here to Tagaytay.
All of the BMW electric vehicles made available for test drives during the event are now in reservation and sales at SMC Asia Cars authorized BMW iVehicle dealer partners, including RSA Motors Libis, RSA Motors Green Hills, and Auto Alley BMW. Only 2,500 are marked for production, but at least 2 limited edition Porsche 911 Dakar units will surely find a home on local shores. PGA Cars, official distributor of Porsche as well as Audi, Bentley, and Lamborghini, has officially launched the Porsche 911 Dakar.
Well, first of all, this 911 Dakar is inspired by the 911 Paris Dakar edition, which was produced and won a lot of victories since 1984. So after close to 40 years after, Porsche produced another Dakar series. For Philippine market, we will be having 2 as of now and more to come. We hope more to come by the end of the year.
The Porsche 911 Dakar is powered by a flat 6 3-liter gasoline engine with twin turbos that generates 473 horsepower and 570 Newton-meters of torque. It is fitted with a unique suspension system that can be adjusted to provide 80 millimeters of additional clearance for off-road driving. Price starts at 35 million pesos.
And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, don't forget to check us out on social media.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now in his 38th year of continuing service to the general motoring public with the lifelong commitment to promote road safety. In honor of our dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Wee Gamboa.
And I'm Tin Gamboa. Happy motoring!